Welcome back YouTube. Today I have wired up a test bench for the Ford Fiesta MK7 because these are starting to get cluster faults where they're not communicating with the key or the ignition ring. So what we're going to do is just do a few little experiments and just see what fault codes come up with these particular vehicles. So first of all, this is the correct key in the correct pickup ring with the matched cluster. All right, it's switched on at the moment. If I go to the scanner, we load it. Obviously we've got loads of codes. What we're looking for is passive anti-theft. So as you can see there, we've got no passive anti-theft codes, just missing communications. Right, so we'll go back out. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do it without a key. All right, so what we're going to do, so this is where it can't see the key. So if I take the key off of this, it's stuck on with some blue tack. So key off of this, switch the ignition off, switch the ignition back on. So it's exactly the same, but it can't see the key. So let's see what the fault code is for everything working as it should, but no key. So what we're looking for, there we go. So the B10 D7 94 is, that's it, is everything working as it should, but no key. All right, so that's that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put a different key. So an unprogrammed key of the same chip number, which is an ID 63. And I'm going to pop that on here. So if I can get that to stay there like that. We're going to turn the ignition off. We're going to turn the ignition back on. So everything's there as it should, but it's seeing the wrong key. So let's go out and go back in. So we should see two codes. So where's our 94? There's our 94. Okay, which is our passive anti-theft. All right, and then the new one, which is the B10 D7 51. So that means that the cluster and everything is working as it should, but it can't see the correct key. Okay, so that would be an unprogrammed key. Right, so what we're going to do next, I'm going to get back out of this, and I am now going to unplug the ring completely. Okay, so bear with me, I think I'm going to need two hands for this. Okay, right, so now we've got the ring unplugged, so everything's working as it should, but it can't see the ring because obviously there might be a problem with it. So ignition back on. All right, if I now go back to codes, we should see a new one now. So what we've got is, so there's our D751. We've got a new one, B10 D7 87. So B10 D7 87 is the ring unplugged or faulty. Okay, now as regards wiring, what you want to do if you get a B10 D7 87 is check the wiring. So the first one, which is pin 1, should be ignition live. Pin 2 should be earth. Pin 3s and 4s should go back to the instrument cluster. So you need to get the cluster out and pin that out. If you need the wiring diagram, send me an email, caralarmanradio@gmail.com, and I'll sort one out for you. I will ask for a small amount of a donation, if that's all right, because obviously all this costs a lot of money, setting all this up. But I think it's only fair. Okay, so that's that. Now what we're going to do, we are going to actually use a different ring. So this is a Fiesta ring. This is one from a Ford Transit Mark 8. So I'm going to try this one next. So what I'm going to do is switch it off. And I'm going to plug this in. Okay, so what we've got now is a Ford Transit Mark 8 pickup ring with the good key, with the known key. So I'm going to switch the ignition on. And what we're going to do is we'll just clear the codes, and the codes should all clear. So if I go clear codes, okay, yes, we shouldn't get any fault codes, even though we're using the pickup ring from a Ford Transit Mark 8. Let's have a look. So what we're looking for is passive anti-theft. Nothing. Right, so that tells us that the Mark 8 Transit pickup ring is basically the same as the Fiesta one. It's just that this ring here is different. So if you don't have a Fiesta one and you want to test it, you can use a Transit one. Right, so what else have we got? So we've tried 2 different rings, ring unplugged, wrong key and correct key. So I think that is it. I will put all the notes in the description of these codes and what they actually mean. If you need any more information, just give me a shout and I'll see if I can help you. If you want to make one of these, you're going to need a test bench, that is. You're going to need a Go Diag. This one is a GT100. I'll leave a link in the description. And you'll need to make your own lead. I can supply a wiring diagram, but again, that is chargeable. Okay. Thank you for watching.